the fact that it culminated into this hate and cancel and tag, it didn't need to go there. It did not need to go there. Welcome back to the next aid station. I'm your host, Jake Kilgore. Steely toughness kind of day today with guy on my left.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers. Next aid station. One home. Rockstar. You still cranking on the Re-Lyte, bro?
Every morning.
What flavor are you on right now?
Pina colada.
Ooh.
Every day.
I've been hitting grapefruit every day.
I love grapefruit. But
Grapefruit flavored things are good.
I like pina colada Re-Lyte the most.
Yeah, you can't miss with the pina. You know what you can't miss with?
A good old-fashioned lemonade Rockstar.
Chiz.
I'm not eating. I'm eating one meal a day.
Fat.
Just
I'm gonna fat shame you.
I'm like, can I just let my body do anything else besides digest food all day? So I'll have some coffee, but coffee,
that
water,
helps.
Re-Lyte in the morning, and then I just eat dinner.
You're only having, you do this every once in a while though.
It's awesome, and my breathing's better. It's the weirdest thing.
Lose weight, breathe better.
Yeah. I just feel like the inflammation from just shitty foods and all that, it's just, everything's better.
You know what I get from you about every 2 or 3 months, and we could check the pods because I believe it's exposed on the podcast. I get I look in the mirror and I don't like what I see.
You gotta do something about it.
I get that from you.
Otherwise, you'll just go down a path that's terrible.
What would that look like? Like gaining weight? Like you just give up and
you're
just
gonna
go.
You're gonna feel like crap. You won't look as good. Just stop, and just reset. You don't have to live like that all the time. If you can just maintain and live a healthy lifestyle, that's awesome. That's great for you. But some people like me, like once I go down a path of eating crappy, I'm like, sure, I'll have all the Doritos.
It's like when your house is messy and you just have no problem just throwing your stuff down. It's already dirty. I'm just going to put my shirt right here.
Yeah.
It's like I'm already in. Just pass over 3 more donuts.
Yeah.
Speaking of, shout out to our boy Ezra.
He loves donuts. Is that what you're saying?
Our boy Ezra.
No, I love Ezra.
Bro, he started out at the beginning of this year, 420 pounds. He's down to, as of yesterday, 348 pounds, and he's doing DC Peaks 25K.
He is going to get under 300 pounds.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
Yep. Well, we don't support women, but we support fat people. So
there you go.
There's that too. We've kind of got a few things to talk about.
Okay.
We're going to have to decide where we're going to draw the line. But a few things happened this weekend, and you made a great comment. We decide how we support individuals or groups of people. No one gets to dictate whether or not we are supporters of a group or a person.
Correct.
And we've got some things cooking up, and we do want it. Before we jump into this week's agenda, I just want to start off today with, we have received a ton of positive comments in the last couple days in regards to the known kind of sort of issue that slightly went social over the weekend. I was also equally pleased for so many of our followers and fans to back us, to support us, to make sure that we are still authentically us, that don't lose your humor, don't lose your identity, continue to be you, and we will continue to do that.
You got that?
Oh, I haven't even shared today.
Yeah.
A bunch of messages this morning.
On what platform?
Instagram. So we'll get to that.
Yeah,
And
I'm curious to hear.
you want to just start with that, or you want to hit my
We can follow the agenda as planned, but
Okay. There's some stuff in there, and I'm sure one of two things will happen for those that are listening that just want to hate and just find something to hate on it. They'll find that, and they'll hang on to that. They'll fast forward all this stuff just to see what we say, if we even say anything at all.
this sounds juicy.
And then they'll hang on to it. So there's a bunch there that we can get into, and I think we need to, because I think that it's important for us to tell our side, or tell our version, and express to the many, many, many people that support us, because that's who we're here for. We're here for people who support us, believe in us, understand and capture our vision for the trail community, for sport in general, men, women, or otherwise. Those people understand it. And unfortunately, not everyone is going to see eye to eye or understand it. And to a certain extent, that's okay.
Great.
First off the docket, we got comments last week because at least I was, big time San Antonio Spurs homer.
Oh yeah. Well,
And then
they're not out of it.
they dropped 0-2, and our New York East Coast fans were in the chats.
Yeah. Were they?
Yeah.
I also said, no, cat's not going to be a problem for Wemby.
Whoops.
That did not age well.
Did you see that the cheapest tickets at Madison Square Garden in yesterday's Game 3 was over $10,000?
Oh no, I saw that there was like standing room cheaper than that.
The cheapest seat was $10,300 roughly.
Wow.
The most expensive was over $180,000.
Whoa. Nope.
I mean, people dropping that kind of money.
Yeah, it's Jay-Z or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Spike Lee. How much money do you think Spike has spent on the Knicks in the last 30 years to
A
just
lot.
watch them blow it every year?
He's like their number one fan.
He's their guy.
Ben Stiller is a big fan too, but Spike Lee, nobody hangs
Yeah.
with Spike.
I am cheering for the Spurs, but I am equally happy for the Knicks and for that city
Why
to get a title.
I can't remember. Oh, because you want Wemby to be the GOAT.
I just believe Wemby will be the greatest of all time. So I just want that to be true.
He won't be.
You don't think he will be?
No.
He's kind of
You
showing.
know, I can't just.
He's kind of showing in the finals that there's some question marks.
He's still pretty young.
He's very young.
I just personally think Shaq would just smash him.
He would.
Well, that's what I think.
Shaq's going to have to come guard him on the perimeter, though.
No?
He's going to just put someone else on him. Shaq doesn't have to guard him. And Wemby doesn't have to guard Shaq.
I don't know, man. I could
You
I
just
could
get another
just be
player.
I'm an ageist.
Yeah, you are an ageist.
I just think that nobody, maybe Hakeem, but besides that, it's Shaq. If I'm picking number one center to start a team with, I'm taking him every time.
I agree. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
He
No
is
one is going to argue with
He
that.
is a freaking problem, dude.
Yeah, big boy. Big Johnson.
Big old Johnson.
Everything leads to the Johnson. He's a big dude, bro. Big old guy. So, anyway, did you see Steph Curry signed a new shoe deal?
No.
With a company called Li-Ning.
Okay.
I could be saying it wrong.
Leaning?
L-I-capital N.
Lee.
I-N-G.
Oh, Lee Ning.
Li
That's
Ning.
That's sounding a little Chinese-ish.
Yeah, it's.
I'm in.
Yeah, of course. I'm in. Tariff
after-
his shoes. His shoes are going to be $1,000 by the time they get over here.
After all of my Chinese love that's growing and growing,
Yes.
I'm
Big
gonna-
supporter.
I'm going to have to go over there to be
go.
amongst my people.
Bro, numbers, people. This is on ESPN. This is on Sports Center media. This is not something AI I found. He is expected to make $1.19 billion over the next 10 years on that shoe deal.
Whoa. How? Oh, here's
They're going to sell them to all the Chinese people. I don't know. They're all 1 billion people are going to buy them for $1 and he gets the proceeds. I don't know. That's just what the math said from the experts.
I know that Jordan didn't fade away after he retired.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to a shoe, Nike, the Jordans, like that's
the whole brand.
Take
dude.
that out of it. Like no one's ever competing with that.
No.
But will Steph's shoes, what he's wearing or promoting, will that still be relevant in 10 years?
I don't know. The Li Ning. Are you going to go buy a pair of Li Ning on, what's that website?
Amazon.
No, the Chinese one where you can buy anything, like trinky little thing.
Oh, I forgot.
Shoot. Everyone listening's like, no, it's... Anyway, you're going to go buy a pair of shoes? I don't know.
That site.
I don't see myself wearing a pair of Li Nings anytime soon.
Well, kids will.
Know. Maybe.
No, they will.
Sure. And if he's capitalizing on the Asian market, from what I've heard, biggest market in the world.
There's a few people over there.
I've heard there's a few cities with tens of people.
Tens
of billions, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Good for him. I don't...
That's a wild number,
though. The timing is interesting to me. That's all I'm saying.
End of his career, you're saying? Yeah, that is interesting. In other news, Mike McKnight is racing this weekend.
Of course he is, because it's a weekend.
It's a weekend, and Mike has a 200-miler on his schedule.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Good luck, Mike. We are cheering for you. Go get the Triple Crown. Killian Korth is out for at least a year, so Mike can capture that. No Killian.
Go get it, Mikey.
Mikey, we're here for you, brother. Go get it. The Cocodona 2027 lottery happened the day after we shot last week, and we blundered by not showing the entrance. There's nothing to talk about.
Oh, well, if that's true, then it's not a blunder.
It was not a blunder. It looked intentional. The names of the likes of Heather Jackson is in it. She's probably the front runner if I'm looking at it. And your boy Sage Canaday is in it. So I'm sure Cam is chomping at the bit to go race.
Well, that would be fun.
The biggest takeaway was I hope and I can't wait for them to build out the elite field. Clearly, this was 420 of the commoners to be in this. Janine is in it, the crew chief for Rachel Entrekin.
Nice.
She's freaking awesome, dude. I'm very excited for her to conquer this. The first ever female ranger.
Like Army Ranger?
Yes. She's the first ever female Army Ranger.
Oh, cool.
And she was Rachel's crew chief.
Oh,
I met her down there.
Yeah.
Dude,
I missed all those podcasts. I wasn't there.
Yep.
I was a sick guy.
I met her at Packet Pickup, and then we've DM'd
Did she
since.
just grab your arm and like twist it and take you down?
She put me into a hold, and it was like, yeah, no, she's stage 4 cancer.
What?
Yes,
that sucks.
Her story, but she is the coolest chick.
Wait,
I can see
really,
why.
Dude, that sucks. Why'd you have to say that part?
That's her story, dude. What do you mean?
And how do you run 250 miles with that shit in your body?
Maybe she's in remission. I don't want to speak for her, but she's the first Army Ranger, female African American Army Ranger. She's badass. No, she is so like polarizing in a way that's like motivating.
We need to have her on here.
I already invited her. She's in.
She's in?
When she comes to Salt Lake, be on the pod. She's awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah, we've become friends. She's cool, dude. Yep. She's like our people, bro. She's very, very cool.
I don't like that cancer part. I'm going to have to give her a big hug.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. She's a very powerful individual. Yeah. regardless of race, gender, whatever. She's freaking powerful, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
She was so moved by having a front row seat to Rachel's experience. She was like, I'm putting in for the lottery.
And
they freaking drew her name.
That has that effect.
Yeah.
It didn't for me, but I mean, I'm no
I can
Army
see
Ranger.
how with others, I can see how with others slightly more motivated than me, it would intrigue them to put in for the lottery.
Eder, he almost got me motivated to do another 100. So, I mean.
We'll get you. We will get you. So there wasn't a ton to really discuss because there was like 2,000 entrants. They drew out 420 names, give or take. So you're not going to get near the depth.
Well, how many people are in it? That's a lot.
Our race was almost 400, I think, 380 or something. So the rumor is that there will be an elite field built out very soon because people got to make their schedules for 2027.
Maybe throw in another like 30 people?
Yeah, I think I would guess 30 to 40 people. Call it 15 to 20 men and women. Otherwise, ain't nobody watching that live stream. You got to have the names.
They will.
You got to have the names.
They will.
They're the smartest brand in trail. One of Aravaipa. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
So
Rachel's not going back?
No. Not to run it.
I mean,
I could see her crewing Janina, but
yeah. I mean, running.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
She
was pretty clear about that after too, that the third one was going to be the third one, and whatever happened.
What else do you need to do?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah,
that chapter's. So, very excited for that to come out. I don't know when Cocodona will release that, but I would suspect it would be over the next few months, just like names getting added to the list. So that'll be cool. 10 years ago today, buddy.
Hang on.
Today's.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
June 9th, 2026.
2020 on this.
So what happened June 9th, 2016?
That's when you went to jail? Went to prison?
Yeah.
Because we did Boston, then. Yeah, bro. That's what it was. Hey, happy anniversary.
Hey, it's my prison anniversary.
That was 10 years ago?
10 years ago. Perhaps.
You could still be in there.
I know, dude.
Had you not made your deal.
The wildest experience ever. I have a hard time describing Cocodona. For those that are listening or trying to describe a moment or moments or a feeling in their life, I still have a hard time describing what it was like to run for 3 days.
Yeah, because you're delusional.
That was by choice, and that was training and an event. I can't put into words what it feels like to self-surrender to prison. Voluntarily hop on a flight, get a rental car, drive from Denver down to Florence, Colorado.
It does feel a little weird, like just catch an Uber.
Yeah. Type in the address to where you're going. Uber guy just dropped. Uber wasn't a thing back then, but that'd have been something. Could you imagine the conversation with an Uber driver on your way to prison? So, where are we headed?
Can you just wait for me?
Oh my God. Can you just keep the clock running? Yeah, that I posted today. The picture that Bree took of me outside of the prison.
Yeah, she sent that to me.
Oh, she did? Oh, that day.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you reply?
I'm sure I did.
What kind of reply did you throw back?
I'm just like,
when will you be
I'm
home?
just like, sweet. I'll meet you at your house at 10. Wait, terrible joke. Why the hell would I be awake at 10?
Yeah, that has shaped my life in a way I did not know it would shape.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is,
that would do it.
It doesn't seem to go away.
Yes, I'm aware. Because you're guilty no matter what. News articles say so. So that's a wrap.
Because a news article.
We have a buddy that was accused of something, and the case was dismissed. But because the news articles he gets smashed with his reputation with stuff like that. You look him up, and the news articles still exist.
Why?
Dismissed, bro.
So the fact that
people
the
don't want
news
to do
articles,
business with you, people weird, stares at the grocery store, just whatever.
the fact that they can write the article because you're accused of it when the case is dismissed, why is there no protection to someone to be like, that needs to be removed now?
Because they probably don't word it like Jake Kilgore is guilty.
They use the word allegedly
Yeah,
to cover
indicted.
their ass. Yeah.
And that's true. You were. So they don't have to take that down. And they don't. It doesn't matter
but
what
everyone
damage that causes
Yeah.
the person. They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
The craziest shit that I see, and I've been guilty of it through my life too, is that you see something in a news article that just some person wrote, and then that's true. Must be true. Why would they say it if it's not true? Of course. And then you judge someone. People will make comments, even in the ultra running world, about you. They have literally no idea what the hell they're talking about. None. Zero. They heard something. And then they will take the time to type it and hit enter to send it.
like they just know.
They don't know anything. You don't
me, the story, anything about me. But they'll drop a comment like, yeah, I mean, this guy that committed fraud on his platform. Like, okay.
Yeah, because you heard something.
Because you read something.
That's the world we live in.
And because I pled guilty to something means that he shouldn't be a voice in our space.
They have no idea what that even means because he pled guilty. You plead guilty or else you're going to prison for 20 years. Oh, okay, I'm guilty. See, he's guilty.
Told you.
He admitted it.
Got one.
Because then that same person in a different conversation, you might be like, you really trust the judicial system, that it's locked in, that it's fair and accurate? And they're probably like, no. Oh, it's not. But you can just tell that with him it was.
No, I read it.
I read it.
I
saw a clip.
I saw someone who has no background or even the educated intelligence because they have access to a platform. They wrote about it. Therefore, it's true. Because, that person wrote about it. They wouldn't write about it if it wasn't true. Clearly it's true.
Well, when you were in there, was everybody innocent? Everybody's like,
honestly, I
got screwed.
I don't think anyone in there, and it's a very foggy time period. It's like trying to tell you what mile 98 was like at Cocodona or mile 198. I don't know.
I can tell you what mile 98 was like.
You were there with me. It's pretty foggy, and the mind and the human soul has a lot of survival mechanisms that activate in times of survival, right? In prison, though, and in indictment, a lot of that time period of my life is really hard for me to recall. Like my wife and kids will recall things, especially Brie. She's got a memory. And I'll be like, really? She's like, yeah, that happened. And I was like, geez, I forgot,
Sure.
So my recollection to answer your question, I don't think anyone in prison was like, I'm innocent. I got railed. I am totally innocent. I think that the majority of the people I was with probably maybe shared my sentiment of like, this sucks. I was railroaded in a way that I don't think was just to me. And I don't think the punishment fits the crime. I think that is far more the majority. The people I was with, a prison camp, this is not your high or maximum security prison. Gang-related murders, robberies, theft, rape. They're not in a camp. Camps are a level above community college.
Ghost doping.
Yeah. Camps, just for the listener, you have to have less than a 10-year sentence, non-violent crime. That is how you qualify to get to the camp security level. So a lot of the people in there were like, yeah, I made a series of bad mistakes.
Wait, you're telling me that people couldn't be in the higher ones, and then as their sentence goes on and on and on, that they move down to like a low security, and then right before they get out into the camp?
That's how it works. But you still can't have, but you have to get under 10 years left on your sentence and not have a violent crime. So you could get nailed for 20 years because you moved so much illegal dope that you got nailed for 20 years. You can't get to the camp till you're under 10.
Yeah.
Even though because you don't have a violent crime on your record. On
20 years.
I had
years
two cellmates that were sentenced between 3.
For marijuana?
3 of them that were 17 years, 18 years, and 21 years.
That hurts my brain.
Bro, one of them.
You should not throw someone's life away because
all 3 of them,
weed.
Black dudes from Texas, who were like my homies in like they were my cellmates. Like that's who I hung out with. Yeah, all night, all day. Not all day. I'd hang out with my other homies, but they're friends of mine. One of them, dude, did 18 years in prison. Missed his whole kids' lives. Got out, went to a halfway house because you're required to go to a halfway house. He was going to a halfway house for 6 months. 30 days in the halfway house, he was on a jog. They you get an hour workout. So he's on a jog just out. Died.
Died?
Died. Spent half of his life in prison for a mistake
he had a heart
made
attack?
As a young guy. Yep. It's similar to like the person who died at Cocodona or Hard Rock. He had an unknown like heart condition. And he was just on a jog. Died. Never came back. And they found him freaking dead. Yeah. His heart attack.
I didn't hear that about the Cocodona lady.
I think it was just presumed. Maybe I'm just making an assumption, but anyway, it was like kind of just a freak thing. Yeah.
That sucks.
Spent half his life in prison.
That's sad.
Missed his kids' lives, everything.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
That, you know me. That's too harsh for weed.
20-year sentence for dope. So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, like that's kind of the people aren't in there like, oh, I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. I did nothing. No one's saying that. No one's saying that. People are saying like, dude, that was stupid. I should not have done that. So I had a friend who was in there he defrauded the company he worked for. He was running the company credit card for personal things, donating money to the local high school. He was like charging all this stuff, and he justified it by saying like, I'm doing so much for this company and they don't pay me.
How is that not civil?
Well, I'll answer that. But basically he justified it. The first thing he did, he said, because he wasn't getting paid what he felt like he should be getting paid from his boss. So he filled up his car with company credit card and filled up his car with gas. That led to this and that. And he was like just burning the money everywhere. So his boss was like, look, get it paid back by this date or I'm pressing charges. He couldn't come up with the money. He pressed charges and it became a federal thing because he wire transfers and I don't know. Who knows? He could have been lying too. A lot of people lie in there about what their story was. So he could have been telling everyone that story. We don't have access to the internet to verify it. So maybe that wasn't even his story. But so, Yeah, man. Today's an interesting day, especially coming off the weekend we just had. And the timing is pretty wild for me. And I think maybe that's why I had why it was so hard on me versus the way it affected you or lack thereof. So,
Sorry about that.
for those listening, there were a few people in the Salt Lake area who legitimately want to get us canceled and are actively, as of 30 minutes ago, still trying to get us canceled. Contacting our sponsors, writing a very, very lengthy article, sharing it. They actively are telling people not to sign up for DC Peaks. It is the cancel culture mentality that I don't understand how that's right or how that is even acceptable by anyone. If you guys saw it this morning, we posted that we removed our swag from being sold, and we are no longer selling any swag at the moment because of the men's meet and the way that it landed with a certain percentage of people. This is not a new topic for us, but it became new to a lot of people. And then also the people who were already hurt by it decided they'd had enough, and we're going to voice this and we're going to smash them. More than just, they don't want to have a conversation. They want to silence you, smash you, cancel you. And that is evident in their posts and in their lack of wanting to speak to us, which is, I'm not going to say hurtful. It's kind of expected, unfortunately.
Very interesting. I don't really understand what they're saying. Like, what's wrong? Because you could look at it, like, I could see them answering it two different ways. Are they saying that it's sexist, or are they saying we know you're not sexist, but it's just not funny? Because it matters.
I don't know. Go read the article if you want. I don't. Whatever.
Well, no, that's a huge difference. If
it
you're
is,
trying to
but I think, but I don't want to answer for them.
If somebody has a problem with a joke, that's like, I just don't find that funny. That's not really cancel everything they're doing, right? You'd have to say, like, their character, like, they are sexist people, they are against women, da, da, da. If someone's like that, then I could see how you would want to cancel them. But if you know that their intent is good, but you're like, that's not a good joke, it didn't land, I don't feel like that's a reason to cancel someone. So I would be curious, like, what do you actually think?
Whether it's these individuals or others who have messaged us directly, these individuals, as well as those who message us directly, females who messaged us directly, elite athletes, non-elite elite athletes, people who are not in trail running. Okay, like, we took 2 or 3 days to respond to this because I'm not reactionary. I'm not emotional enough to blast out. I'm quite a bit more controlled than the other party when it comes to controlling my emotions, taking some time to think about it, collaborating with a bunch of different types of people to make sure that I make the right decision for our brand and for us personally. I'm not reactionary, unlike a lot of people on social. I spoke to multiple people, mostly female, because that's the group who mostly has been hurt by the product. Okay. Some men who support that group they're not hurt, but they're also just like, dude, that is bad taste. And those people DM'd me too. And they congratulated us on the decision we made this morning, last night. They were very supportive in it. And so I just feel like that product is, because it landed with a certain percentage of people, it in the article they express they actually support us in our intent. They don't think that our intent is to degrade women or sexualize them. They actually say that. They don't think that our intent is that. But the impact that it had on a certain percentage of people, whether it's 1% or whatever percent, there is a percentage of people that it did not land well with. Just because they don't all voice it doesn't mean that it didn't land poorly on them. So I take a step back and say, okay, I can see that. I resonate with that. I understand that. I also look at it from a brand perspective. That is not a representation of the next aid station. It is a comical piece that we found humor in, that a lot of people that listen to this show and a lot of people that support us find humor in that. I got DMs this morning. I am a mother of 3 and find absolutely no reason why that should offend any woman, and I'm sorry you guys are going through that. I'm still going to wear my shirt. Another woman sent a DM and a video wearing the shirt. I'm still rocking the shirt. I'm glad I got one before you stopped selling them. So there is both sides to this. And so it was really a decision of kind of like the DC Peak snowstorm. We don't like that is the identity of DC Peaks. Like that was year 1. It's like everyone relates it to the snowstorm. And we're like, okay, can we like move on to like this race is awesome. We've got the best trails in northern Utah. It's great weather. We make good decisions as race directors. We provide a cool experience. But people still talk about the snowstorm.
I mean,
there's a
easy on the great weather.
for 3 years. So I don't know if this is landing with you or the listeners. I just think that, okay, the concept behind the swag was like supposed to be funny. It didn't land with some certain people. So I want to make sure that we, as a collective, we decide how we support females in the sport, not them.
Well,
they don't decide.
Do we remember why we made the shirt? Does everyone remember? So the people that are blasting us, do they even know?
Nope. They
okay.
Some of them have listened to previous podcasts. They try to. The article that was put out has some accuracies, but there are certainly some inaccurate things that they wrote about that are just not true. And B, they jumped to some conclusions about what the shirt means, what meat means, and the sexualization of that word in that phrase, and that women are only showing up to races like basically for dick.
That women are what?
That's what the shirt means. So I'm not defending the shirt.
We don't need to.
We don't need to defend the history of the shirt.
No, I'm just saying. Did they
got
even
it wrong.
know what it was?
They got it wrong.
Here's what bugs me. I'm not having a fight with women and women's rights because I support women. I love women. I want women to have equal rights and be a part of this community I've said this. But you don't get to speak for me. You don't get to tell me how I feel or whatever. If you don't even know the history of the shirt, that shirt came because a woman was going after a guy for, in my opinion, an innocent joke at Hard Rock. If she would have never gone after that guy for changing for the women's race to men's race and blasted him online, that shirt would never have existed. So you guys can go after men and you can do your posts and this and that, but if anybody does it to you, it's the end of the world. That's so if you say like I'm for women's rights, I'm like, me too. I totally am. What exactly do you mean by that? What do you want? Because I think that we probably agree. But if you say, as a woman who supports women's rights, I don't actually want things to be equal. I want our turn to smash you because women have been oppressed. Because I've heard that. Women were oppressed for a long time, so now it's like, okay, hang on. What you say next matters a lot. Are you saying now that it's our turn? Because if you're saying that, just get used to being pissed because it's not going to land. Your cause is hurt if you do that. Like racism. If you want to be racist towards me, if you're a black person and you want to be racist towards me because there used to be slavery, that doesn't work. It's never going to work. There's too many people that will just fight that. No. If you think it's wrong, then just have it be wrong. It's wrong for both sides. Same with women. If women were oppressed and you don't like that, then we're knocking that shit off and it's equal. But if you're saying, nope, it's our turn, I'm gonna smash you, you're gonna just be disappointed. You're gonna be pissed, and your cause is actually being hurt.
So, one thing I didn't want to do today was have two dudes in here talking about how women should think or feel, because that doesn't land well, right?
Sure.
We can riff back and forth.
We tried to get him on.
We tried to get her on, and it was the most wild turn of events ever. I know this person. We know this person.
Yeah.
And I texted her personally, reached out, and invited her on the podcast. She then collaborates with her friends, well, at least the people she thinks are her friends. And I think that they influenced her to backlash full 180 and basically say, you only want me on the podcast for clicks and for clickbait and for views. I'm not going to expose myself to that. Breaking news, we don't need you for views or clicks. We actually just enjoy a good conversation. Healthy, literally what I said to her was a human-to-human adult conversation about this topic. I genuinely want to understand where you're coming from and why it hurts you. I don't want to hurt anybody. That's why I took it down. So in this post, and I took a picture of this because there were a few pieces of this writing that I wanted to point out in making my decision or our decision. And this is what she wrote. It's not a demand for elaborate penance. It's, and this is italicized, we see how this landed. We understand now why it hurt. That's not who we want to be in this community. And here's what we're going to do differently. That's it. That kind of accountability, honest and direct, without defensiveness, is actually the fastest path back to community trust, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. In my view and the view of many women who I collaborated with before pulling the trigger and making this decision. Okay. So after speaking to a bunch of people And that part resonating with, okay, how do we make right with these people? Because we do absolutely, unequivocally support women, especially, even more so in trail running. Okay. In 2025, we were the ones that said the biggest story to come out of 2025 Cocodona was Rachel freaking Entrekin. That reel goes out and people, this is before the men's meet. This is before any men's meet. People comment on that reel. Oh, these guys can't help but put a woman down. Because in the reel it said, Dan broke the course record. So did Rachel. You know what? You're going to read what you want to read and react how you want to react. I can't help you. But we were on that wagon and on pushing women in sport before all these naysayers came out about the men's meet. So go back and look at that reel, because that is genuinely who we are before the men's meet. Okay, so we pull this stuff down. So I decide, okay, the men's meet did not land well. Our intentions were not to crush women or sexualize women or put them down. Okay? And our intent was a joke, and it didn't land with certain people. And I recognize that. So I'm doing what I've been asked to, I'm trying to be a better person, trying to be a better brand. Okay? We recognize it didn't land well. We understand why it hurt you. And here's what we're going to do differently. I removed all 4 posts that promoted the product and put out a statement. Within a few hours, this same individual was resharing to their story their friends' hate and disgust for us, our race, our brand. So you got what you wanted. I'm learning from it. But you're still going to drive this train into destruction and into cancellation? Why are you reposting if I'm trying to do the right thing and understanding where I hurt you?
It's a good question.
If only she was sitting here, she could actually answer it.
Pile on.
Yeah. So that was really hard for me today, that part. I honestly, I don't know why I thought this. I'm just an idiot, actually. I thought, maybe after we post this, we'll get a clappy emoji or a thank you or a we appreciate you. That's a great step forward. Nothing. Silence. No texts, no DMs, no replies to the story, nothing. Except they go and repost the hate.
Yeah, they don't actually want what they say in this article. They want you to be canceled.
Clearly, I did. And genuinely, I was from a good place and from a genuine position asking her to come on the pod. From a genuine, heartbroken spot, removing the swag and posting that it's no longer available. I don't know what else to do if I'm doing what I'm, what I feel is right, and I don't want to hurt people. We don't want to kick people, whatever, right? We don't want to do that. So then why is it okay for you to do it?
What's that called?
Hypocrite.
No.
I don't know.
When it's the opposite of... Wait, what's it called? We looked it up.
Oh, the opposite of misogyny.
Well, I can't remember what it's called.
It starts with an M. So it's just unfortunate. But like I said, dude, I think it just hit me.
Misandry?
Misandry. Feels a lot like misandry to me. You want to call us misogynistic? The old pot calling the kettle black. That is not a racist comment.
Well,
if you watch Survivor.
People will decide. If you want to sign up for DC Peaks, then sign up because it's an awesome event. You know, the market will dictate if we are canceled. It shouldn't come from something like this. But they speak the loudest. I mean, maybe not. I don't read those comments. You're saying that a lot of people stood up for us.
This article had very little interaction, to be honest.
I've talked to some people too, and they're women. They're like, she doesn't represent us. She represents some, but she doesn't represent women. We understand that it's a joke. And in fact, meat was spelled differently at first, and a lot of people, including women, asked us to change the spelling of it. So I'm just like, God, I relax.
I know.
What is the real damage that happens from a shirt like that? What?
I know.
My God.
I know. And we've said that for a year, but it doesn't matter.
I know you're just all the time.
Mm-hmm. So, you know,
that would suck.
I know. I'm not trying. I'm not even going to try and defend that. We've tried to defend or explain or talk about intent for the last however many months about it, because there's the percentage of people that were hurt by it. So I'm over that. I'm over it. I will never be able to explain that. The human species is very complicated. Men or women. I don't get either gender. I don't get it. I can't even understand what's going on in your brain. I don't know. That's a tough one, dude. So, you know, the last few days have been something, buddy.
Well, I know that you were very heavily involved in all that, and I was like, what happened?
Oh, yeah.
So, it's good that somebody's paying attention to what's happening.
You're welcome. Well, honestly, that's the reason why I wore the Steely Toughness shirt today. This shirt was the first piece of swag we made. And it was a joke directed at Camille Herron and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because her husband wrote, the allegedly was that editing someone's Wikipedia page and editing her own to say that she had steely toughness. And we riffed on that and laughed hard, going hard at the whole Camille Herron thing.
Yeah, we were just like, what the hell does that even mean?
Yep.
Which is why we thought it would make it for a good shirt.
It's a fantastic shirt. And we then meet Camille Herron just a few months later, and she freaking loved the shirt. We gave her one. She understood and why the men's meat was funny. There are a lot of women. Just for statistics, that article that came out said that they were guessing or would estimate the majority of people buying that shirt were men. News break. You're wrong. Again. You couldn't be more wrong. The people buying that shirt.
Yeah, where did she get that?
She's just making shit up. That was totally made up. She could have asked me and I'd give her the stats.
You know, it was the best when there was like a time there where there was like a lot of gay people buying that shirt.
Yeah. We had
that was fun.
We had more gay, trans, and women buying that shirt than men. I don't know what that means. I'm just giving you the stats. Does that mean it's okay to keep selling? Does that mean that the people who are offended by that shouldn't be offended? I don't know. I'm just giving you the stats of who's buying the shirt.
Well, let me tell you something. Almost from an outsider view, because you're like, bro, are you seeing this? I'm like, no, of course not. I'm coaching football. What? And you're telling me what's going on. And I was like, you talk to your daughters, you talk to your wife, you're like, I want to just not do this because I don't like how I'm feeling. If you would have said, I'm not going to do this anymore because a sponsor said so, I'd probably be done. And I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm good. I'm not doing that shit.
News flash. Mick, how much money have we made in 6 years of running DC Peaks?
Yeah. We don't make money doing this.
How much money have we made from the next aid station in the last 4 years?
$0.
$0 have moved to our personal bank accounts.
Yes.
So if we're profiting,
I know, that's so funny that people would say that.
we're profiting, we sell it, that doesn't mean we're making any profit. You're talking about we're profiting. No, we're not profiting.
Okay, if you make revenue off of it, then whatever, I get that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to be a part of a thing where that's the cancel culture full send. You have to censor what you're doing and what you say because you're scared of losing a sponsor. And I'd be like, no, you're not speaking for me. And I'd be like, you can do it, bro. Just get guests to come on and have a great old time. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not, but you were like, you never even said that. You're like, I'm going to do this because of how I feel. And you just made that call. And I'm like, cool. I respect that. That's not Rockstar calling you up saying you have to take it down or else. Because if that would have happened and you caved, that makes my natural instincts is just double down. But you did it out of love instead of pressure. So that's good. And that should be noted.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't Re-Lyte calling us or Rockstar. I mean, they were tagging all our sponsors and tagging One Solar, and they want to make sure no one signs up for our race. And even though I removed everything,
it's a good race,
and made the post and removed it all, it'll be interesting to see if they sign up.
Well, everyone should go sign up.
We'll see if they sign up too.
They're not signing up.
Yeah, maybe.
If they're tagging everybody not to, why would they sign up?
Be interesting. They got what they wanted from a place of a good, genuine place. This wasn't a brand reputation move. Clicks. They want to say that we took it down because it hurts our brand and hurts. I would actually argue that taking it down hurts our current brand, because our current brand is buying the shirt. So taking it down. See what I'm saying?
I'd just be like, to your point of like the post today. It's like,
why are you reposting?
You got what you wanted.
Why are you reposting? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people will decide if that would be awesome if we sold out the race and had a huge support. But it's like, sometimes it's the minority that's the loudest. And then they get their way. But I'm like, you already got your way. Mm-hmm. You just want a huge fight with us?
Yeah, I will say what I said to...
I don't want to fight with anybody.
I don't want to fight with anyone. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I said this last night, and I'll say it here on the pod. The reason I took the posts down is because of the way it made me feel, my daughters and my wife. That's who matters to me. That is who I listen to. I don't listen to cancel guy. I don't listen to them. I hear you. Doesn't mean I'm listening.
Oh, white man can't jump.
That's right. I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to listen to the people who love me, support me, and most importantly, also important, they understand me. They've been on this ride for a long time. Full circle back to, have you read my book? Do you know what I'm about? Do you know what I've been through? Do you know why I say the things I say? Why I stand for the things I stand for? You don't. You see a 30-second blip and you go off the rails. But you don't actually know me. So that's why we took it down. I listened to those people, and we got messages and conversations, again, from women in the sport who are pro-women, pro-women's rights, who were so cool and so supportive, saying, we know you guys are not misogynistic. We know you guys are good people. But the swag, like the shirt's a little much.
I
understand that.
I'd be like, I'm not like rolling around laughing at that shirt.
Yeah.
I can get it. Like
Yeah.
you did a joke and it wasn't that funny. And I could be like, yeah, I totally.
Yep.
I'm not like doubling down and I'm going to be like, no, the men's meat shirt is my identity. And
and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen ever.
No, I don't wear it, bro.
You've actually never worn it.
Never.
Mick,
I've never worn it.
You have never worn it.
I know. So
I know
you
haven't.
I'm like, I understand if you're saying like, it's not that funny. I'm like, yeah.
You're right.
I don't think it's that funny either. But to take that jump to assume that you know who we are or to try and get us canceled because of that, that's lame. Like, now you're not being cool. You asked us to do something. He did it. Let's be cool. No, you're dead to me. Canceled. Like that. You're a problem. That's a problem.
Yep. Look in the mirror.
Like, why would you want a really cool race? An awesome 50-miler.
In your backyard.
Why would you want that to just go away because you didn't like a joke we made? If you're acknowledging that we don't really think that our intent was bad. If our intent was bad, different conversation.
And they, well, at least the article acknowledged they don't believe we're that people.
Okay. Then, because if you did believe that, then yeah, man, get them out of our community. But if you think that they're good people, but they made a bad judgment call, that's not a forgiving person. That makes you an asshole. Like, you should just be like, I got my way. They took it down. Then you're not an asshole. You're like, I saw a problem. I brought it up. They corrected the problem. Now let's move on. But no, that's not good enough. You want our race to be canceled? Like, why do you want our race to be canceled if you think our intent was good?
It's a great question.
Like,
if she was sitting right there, we would ask her.
That, like, it's a really cool race. And you're just like, I want it to be canceled. I want it to go away. I want less fun events in our community because I don't like the shirt you made. I'm not with that, dude.
Let me read you something that I think you should hear while we're on it. And that I don't understand this word or why it's used. We've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Thought I had it saved here somewhere. So I'm going to slightly paraphrase. One of said people we're talking about said that they just want to show up to races and feel safe on the start line.
That again.
Safe on the start line. I'm sorry that you don't feel safe.
I don't even understand what that means.
I don't either.
Especially when the majority of the people that bought the shirt are women. So who's making you feel unsafe?
I mean, that is a
but
great
that's
question.
Just you know what, that's just like a cop-out answer. There's no substance to that. I would love a follow-up, but again,
I believe
won't be here to talk.
I don't know. We could speculate, but I don't care. Whatever, dude. I read that and I was like, wow, that shirt doesn't make you feel safe on a start line.
Okay, well, let me say something again so that we don't speak for them. We definitely want you to feel safe on the start line. Also, we want that 100%. I can't coddle to every little thing. So I can't make you feel perfect all the time. So you pointed out something that you didn't like, and he corrected it. So you should feel safe.
So that's wraps, right? Like you said, we're cool.
Even this right here, they're just going to be like angry with it because like, no, you cannot. Don't defend yourself at all. I want to smash you.
Yeah, I've been debating for 2 days if we were going to have this conversation, and I really wanted to have it with a female present.
Yeah, I know.
I think that would have just been so much better. So I'm going to get out in front of it before the naysayers say it. We know we wanted the right female in here to have this conversation. We're also going to have this conversation today, and then it's done. That's it. So you had your opportunity to be here and to discuss it openly with genuine arms and heart open. You turned it down.
I know, because now we're
You turned it
like,
down.
there is some defensiveness. It's not like there's speaking with all this love.
Well, because
like,
we can get emotional in the conversation, right? Like it can get emotional, and then it comes across as like misogynistic or hate or they put that up there, but it's not real. No, we can get a little emotional here because we're passionate about our brand. We're passionate about the next aid station. This just came in while we were literally sitting here.
Someone posted that.
Yeah. Tagged us. I'm not going to reshare it. I can't even decide if the next aid station can reshare people who are wearing the shirt, because this is a woman who loves the shirt and is saying, she is saying right here, I wish more women were able to have fun like this while still having healthy boundaries. Dancing around wearing the shirt.
Well, you
like, I don't.
You get to make that call. You run the social media. Like, just do what feels good to you.
And what I told my daughters,
Like,
and wife was like, I understand that there's a certain percentage of people that it hurts. My daughter included went into a spiral when we launched it. Like, she has been anti this shirt from day one. Mm-hmm. She is the one who reached out to these women to have a conversation. They then cited her messages in the article as someone close to Mick and Jake. Okay? So you reach out to them and you have a conversation. They pull bits and pieces out of it, put it in their article to create their narrative. It's unreal. That's what happened. Well, she has not been a fan, my daughter and my wife, my daughters and my wife, have not been fans of that shirt and the image and the brand. What has been difficult for me over the last year is I understand that I have understood there's a percentage of people that it hurts. It's not funny to them. And I fully recognize that. But then I get DMs, comments, live stream comments, packet pickup, at aid stations, during races, tons and tons of people wanting to take pictures. Sign my book. I bought your book. Will you sign my book? Like, I'm so grateful for what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, reinforcing that it's okay to do what we're doing. So you see the mixed messaging that I've been getting for 9 months. I understand fully there's a group of people and it's hurtful for them. Therefore, I took it down. I'm no longer selling it. This huge group over here as well. The messages, bro, today were like, no, please. One woman was like, I was just about to buy one. Like, no. Right? So, like, it is a mixed bag. And it's hard for us to I guess you see the mixed feelings that I'm having,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
I feel like I do feel like we made the right decision to pull it down and no longer sell it, and that's a brand move, and that's a help the females move, help everyone, right? Like it is better to not have it than to have the controversy and to have people hurting.
Whatever. Yeah.
Because pulling it down doesn't hurt anybody. Someone's just like, freak, I want to get a shirt. That person's not hurt, right? And people that it didn't land well with, the impact on them, it hurt them. Therefore, taking it down is the right move.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. I really want to understand what they're like, what they're after. That part is not landing with me. Like, maybe look, I've talked to some women who said like they don't that does not represent how we feel.
Right.
They said to me, like, when everything is sexist, then it just makes it's like the sky is falling. Everything's this and everything's racist, and then it's like then people become numb to you claiming that everything's sexist. Everything, like, of course. And then when something actually is sexist, now no one's listening because it was the boy that cried wolf. Like you've lost our attention. And I think that hurt, or they were telling me that this hurts real sexism. Real, like if you want equal rights for women, this doesn't help. This is making it so people are like, some people, these are women saying this. Now that's eye rolls to them. Mm-hmm. So now when there's a real problem, they're like, no one's listening to you.
The women that reached out and had, well, I'll call adult conversation, open-minded conversation, that was easy to listen to them.
I know. One in particular yesterday was awesome.
2, 3, the ones I had. You saw some that were DM. I had phone calls that were unbelievably, like, I wish I could share them. But these are women in the sport, and we have a policy of off-record conversations don't enter the pod, and I respect that, and there's a trust level there. But these women were so incredibly supportive of what we're doing, what our race is, what our podcast is, bringing humor and light, and call it whatever you want. Hot takes to the space. The space needs that. Trail needs that. It does.
I know.
They don't need assholes, but they do need genuine hot takes and opinions, because some of the bigger media products can't do it. But those bigger media products, they're saying it behind closed doors. Breaking news.
Yeah, agree with us or we'll cancel you. I'm out on that.
Yeah, it's really difficult. But if
I don't even think that's a male female thing. Like our last video, we were talking about Karens.
It's definitely not male female.
Bro, all these people that are talking about us, I understand the origin of, like, Karen. I get it. But listen to what we said last week. The people that we called Karens were all males. Every one of them.
All of them. Last week, I told the story about the Everett Community NWAC Championships, and I confirmed my story. The Everett Community College coach, Rachel, was the only female in a room full of male coaches. And all the male coaches were like, no, we need to have rules about what shoes you can and can't wear to 10K. She was the only one that was like, no, let them wear whatever they want.
Yes. So we called them Karens. The guys.
The guys.
And guess who else?
Sage. Canada.
Guy. That's literally it.
I don't know. We're getting DMs from these women like, I guess I'm a Karen. I'm like, no, I actually never called you Karen. I don't. If you want to be a Karen, be one, but that's not what we did. But classic example of hear what you want to hear. Read what you want to read. You already had the narrative in your head. You read it. You saw it. That was raps. Sorry. I cannot fix that.
It's because we don't fit inside the box. So it's always going to be a thing, bro.
You know what I learned 10 years ago today?
Your prison number.
Yes,
What?
I did learn that.
Oh, okay. I thought I just landed it on the first one.
No, 10 years ago today when I went to prison, yes, I got a prison number and I memorized it, and I have it memorized today. Because you have to recite it so many times every day. I also learned...
24601.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to say it.
Who knows what I'm saying? Who knows what I'm saying?
24601.
Yeah.
Les Mis. I'm a great singer.
Yeah. But I wanted to see who was gonna
Oh.
know it. You just
My bad.
ruined hundreds of comments. There goes our algorithm.
Yeah. I learned 2 rules in prison. Do you remember these, Mick?
Oh yes.
One of them is incredibly applicable to today's podcast.
I'll say it.
No. Which one are you going to say?
The second one.
Rule
Okay.
number 1. You can't fix stupid. Learned that one in prison. Still applies today.
Number 2.
Maybe we'll save it for another one. It's here for the men's meet. Could have had some.
If you DM us,
If you DM,
we will DM you back what number 2 is.
if you DM us right now, we will tell you what rule number 2 is in prison. Which is interesting that the haters online, they like to throw fraud guy, prison guy, hate comments in there. Interesting that here for the men's meet didn't have a crossover to a prison joke.
No.
Why not? It was a great opportunity for
Oh,
somebody.
yeah.
They missed their opportunity.
Nothing's funny.
That is not funny. It's not funny that I went to prison.
Where's the love, guys? Like people that go in, do their time, get out, screw you forever?
No second chances?
That doesn't sound very loving.
You know how many people we have given second chances to?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. That has been very much a mantra and part of the next aid station.
It's been a mantra of one home.
Yes.
People that can't get jobs because of their record, trust me when I tell you, we give them work. We always have, bro.
Yep.
Because you know what? They're awesome. And people are judgy. And because of a background check, they're not going to get a job. So not only did they do their time and go through hell with all the court and prison and all that, but now you still won't give them a job so that they can be a good member of society. Well, I disagree with that. So we hire them. Not all the time, but a consistent amount.
Yeah. I mean, they go through the interview process and all that. Yes, of course.
No, I don't even interview them. I'm just like, you went to prison? Yes.
Let me see your tattoos. Great. I thought I could pull this up, but it's not allowing me to. It'd been a minute since we'd read some comments.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you're all commented out, bro.
And Mick
Oh, I commented.
was in the comments.
Let's go.
Comment guy on my left.
I was comment guy.
Comment
Because
guy.
I said I was going to be.
Oh my gosh, it was great, dude.
I didn't-
I was laughing at reading your stuff in the comments. It was fantastic.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't go back to see if anybody commented back. Maybe they didn't. But
most did not. I commented to you on a couple things, but Seth Ruling is not in Western states, so we had a little Seth thing last
I
episode.
picked him top 10.
Yeah, he just bowed out like this week.
Okay.
He's out. I'm trying to think if there's any good comments in here from last week. That comment guy was actually funny. Here's one. Actually, my name is Karen, but I'm not offended guy.
Oh, her name's actually Karen.
Bro, I think the comment that went the craziest was you saying that running was teetering on activity.
Oh,
That one got some love.
what are people saying?
They just laughed at it.
Oh.
They just quoted it like freaking funny. Yeah. I have a hard time referring to most runners as athletes. Quote. Anyway, keep them coming. The comments are great. We are not perfect. But I'll tell you that one thing we are going to keep doing is we are going to keep hitting this pod every single week, and we are going to give you exactly what you come to this podcast for. Unapologetically us. Unfiltered us. You're going to get us. We're not doing it if we're not doing that. I'm not going to come in here and be a puppet for anyone.
No, I would not do it. I told you that.
It would be like every other boring podcast in the space. It'd be year one of the next aid station. Boring. It's boring. Super boring. So we're going to keep rolling the way we're rolling. We have ideas. We might even launch it as early as next week. Dope. Really cool swag, actually. Really cool swag.
Here for the women's meet. You guys in?
I think it works.
Totally original.
MEET.
Totally original.
And you better spell it right, Dick.
Dick?
Yeah. Sorry, we're not supposed to laugh about that because this is not a laughing matter. I can't believe you think this is funny.
Excuse me. I want to feel safe on this podcast.
You will feel safe. So I hope that, that's the story. I don't know how it's going to land. I think we do know how this podcast is going to land with a certain percentage of people. And I'll tell you this right now. If that person wants to come on the pod tomorrow, they're welcome.
Of course.
And genuinely.
I like her, dude.
I like her too. I thought she liked us. I thought we liked each other. I thought we were cool.
Definitely not.
And it's okay to disagree with us. It's fine. It's okay to stand up for what you believe in. That's fine. But why can't we just be cool when we do it? That's been our motto for this whole time. Why can't you be cool when you do it?
Do you think you could reach out to her and be like, hey, are you still trying to get people not to sign up for DC Peaks? Even though we did.
I thought about it. I thought about messaging after I saw her post 3 hours after. No, 3 hours. I posted ours at 1:30 in the morning.
You should.
9 hours later, she is still trying to get people.
Like, it's a really cool event, and it's in your backyard. And we did what you asked us to do out of love, not out of like I mentioned,
not
out of sponsors.
I hope we get signups.
It's not. No, I want signups, but it wasn't.
That's not why we did it, though. Yeah.
But even after all that, you're still like, it would be powerful if you were just like, you know what? I respect them. They changed. They took it down. Let's show them support and let's go sign up for DC Peaks because we actually got a win here. She can't do that?
In her message directly to me, she said, I wish I would have said something 6 months ago or a year ago. I can't remember which one she said. I'll say this. I wish you would have too. I'm happy to hear from people like that in making decisions that are for the popularity and for the people. I don't the fact that it culminated into this hate and cancel and hate and cancel and tag didn't need to go there. It did not need to go there. We reposted a post that we made 9 months ago. In quotes, with AI nonetheless. So when you write an article and use AI, what's that called?
Plagiarism. From Sam Altman.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Kidding.
I guess I want to say I'm glad that she spoke out. I don't appreciate the way that she went about it. Or her friends. Mostly her friends. You want to speak out? Speak out. Let's go. I'm in. That's what we're all about. Why are you going about it like that? Amen.
Let's go.
Amen. We got some work to do.
Oh, hi.
Got to the comments.
We cooking over here at One Home, dude.
Cooking at One Home. Hey, huge thank you to those who believe in us, who understand us, who love us and support us. Keep coming back. Subscribe, like, share the channel. Thank you, Rockstar. Thank you, Re-Lyte. Thank you, One Home. We're here for it, baby. Mick and Jake. This has been another episode of The Next Aid Station.